Hey Pile 1, welcome to your pile. So this pick a card is centered around transformation, and so this will be a 3-card spread. So immediately when I'm looking at this card, I can say that what's transforming, yeah, I feel like it's what you're transforming is that you're no longer afraid to be in the center. I feel like you're no longer fearing the attention you may get by sharing your gifts, by speaking up. Yeah, I feel like there is a level of you that does obviously feel really vulnerable in the process of like expressing yourself or showing off this like gift or talent. Like I'm saying, I feel like there is something here where I feel like you feel a lot of eyes on you, possible judgments, but I'm also seeing here people who admire you and feel that they could never take center stage that way or speak up that way or express themselves that way. And it's like, yeah, you're no longer holding yourself back because you're fearful of the reactions that people in your environment may give you. But yeah, I feel like for a long time, yeah, I feel like there was a part of yourself that felt a lot of remorse or shame for things that you've done yourself or the way that you've allowed for others to treat you. And I would say this like familially, with friendships, with lovers. Yeah, what are you transforming though is like you're starting to like create a different bond with yourself. You're starting to be kinder to yourself. You're starting to love yourself more. Yeah, you're starting to take care of yourself more. Yeah, I feel like parts of yourself on your body that you used to like not admire, that's not your focal point anymore. Like I feel like if you're not already doing this, I feel like the universe is definitely calling you to do this. But to those parts of yourself that you try to hide away, it's not time for that. It's time to like let those parts of you shine authentically. And like I said, if it's a body image thing, it's like stop feeling like you need to cover up. You're beautiful. If there's a color you want to try on, or a different dress you want to try on, or if there's an article of clothing that in fucking society maybe it makes you fucking feel like you don't have I hate saying this, but I'm just feeling this, like I feel like there's a lot of feelings centered around body image issues, and basically whatever the fuck that may be, the universe is telling you to tell that thought to fuck off and to like wear what you want to wear and be who you want to be. Color your hair the way you want to color it, you know, anything I'm just seeing a lot of patterns and textures. So I'm just feeling like whatever you've been like holding back, this isn't the time for that. This is the time to genuinely walk into this state of having that self-love, to know that you're honoring your authentic self and to keep your head up high despite how it makes others feel, despite if others try. And again, this is what I'm feeling is like, I feel like in the past people may have tried you. I'm not feeling that anymore. I'm feeling like people know that you'll put them on the spot, that you'll read them like a book, and people don't want any of that. You don't want to catch. Yeah, I feel like these people whisper in the background, but they would never have the courage to tell you what they have to say about you to your face. So I feel like this transformation is about releasing all of that, all the thoughts of the external world and of people in your environment. Yeah, especially if they have nothing nice to say. But yeah, I feel like what you're leaving behind, what you're transforming is, yeah, I feel like you're starting to feel less unstuck the more authentic you are. The more you take time out for yourself to really reconnect and restore your energy. And whatever that may look like for you. Maybe prayer, maybe meditation, it may be working out, it may be sleeping more, it may be eating better, maybe working on a craft or a gift that brings you peace and makes you feel more centered and balanced, or going to a gym where you feel like there's other people in the community that also go there to reconnect with themselves, and you may see, you may find solace in that, like there's other people out there that like connect and resonate with something in a way that you do. But yeah, I'm feeling like whatever it is though, this is something that you do for yourself to feel reconnected with yourself. This is what you're starting to do more. You're no longer remaining in an energy where you're holding yourself back, or you feel like, I feel like there was a point where you were really restless, and you can't, and like instead of trying to reduce your stress or your anxiety, or find healthier coping skills, I feel like you were in such a fight or flight or even fawn experience where you weren't able to be grounded in the sense of like really asking yourself, what do I need to restore my peace? What do I need to restore my balance? But that's changing. That's no longer happening. You understand yourself better. You understand your triggers better. You're starting to really honor your peace and to remain in spaces where your peace is respected. And so that's what's transforming for you. Also, like I said, there's these perspectives that I feel like you used to keep really to yourself because you weren't sure of how others would respond to the way you process things, but you're no longer doing that. You're no longer worried of like the unexpected responses or conflict or judgment that might come from what truth you have to articulate. Like I feel like you're starting to really show like people that you feel like, I just feel like you're starting to really show the intricacies of like your mind and your belief system. Because I feel like I said, you used to tiptoe around these conversations. What is transforming is that you're no longer going to be doing that. Like if I feel like, again, you're a person though that likes to have conversations. Like you're not sharing these beliefs or perspectives to start arguments. Like you share them because you feel like it's in a space where you have like something to contribute, like intellectually with another person, and you're open to hear what they have to contribute intellectually. And even if you guys on some level have a different perspective, it's still that coming together of having that space to share your perspective, to like, I feel like it's interesting to see how people how they perceive things and their belief system, and not in the way of like it having, again, to be hateful or bigoted or any of that. I'm talking about just sometimes we learn new ways of going about things through people, the way people handle their plans, the way people handle their journey. Like, we all have different paths, but sometimes we do feel inspired to act and move differently in our own life and to show up differently for ourselves. So I just feel like what's gonna be transforming is that you're gonna be having that effect on people, and I feel like you're gonna be putting yourself more in that realm of conversation with people this year. And I'm not saying to share all your like deep personal plans, but what I'm feeling is like, it's just something about you sharing the way you see the world, of why you believe in what you believe in, and finding a way to really articulate that in a really peaceful manner that will like open people's minds, I feel like, genuinely, or they might resonate with what you have to say. I just see somebody like piggybacking off of what you're saying and getting really excited, like there's another person in the world that sees this situation or this, believes in this as in a similar manner that I do. Again, it's like you're gonna be feeling less lonely, and you're also gonna be helping others to feel more seen and to also feel less lonely as well. What is transforming for you? I feel like you're no longer gonna be holding yourself back. Like I said, I feel like you're gonna be articulating yourself, and you're no longer gonna allow for there to be space of misunderstanding. This is a new beginning for you. Like you're really gonna root in your originality. You're really gonna root in who you are. I just feel like there's gonna be that you're gonna be like filled with with energy to go and run with like these ideas that you find inspirational or these ideas again that are centered around your healing and your peace. Like, you're just gonna start, and I feel like a part of like strength, right, is asking for help when you need it and finding it when you really need it. And I feel like that's also what's transforming for you, is that you're really taking ownership over your healing process and being willing to like try new things to, again, to restore balance, to restore your peace, to find that inner strength again. Yeah, I feel like you've been through a lot. You've met a lot of people that have moved in really, yeah, like shifty ways. I'm feeling. Yeah, but you recognize what that energy looks like now. Like, you do. You can see when someone's being deceitful. You can see when someone, yeah, isn't really being authentic with you. Yeah, and it's just like now that you know, you can connect. Yeah, I feel like you can, again, I'm just seeing someone that can see through the falsity in like people. I'm also seeing like what's changing for you is like, again, this fearlessness when it comes to acting on these intuitional like messages, or like an actual design and plan that you have centered around something for yourself. It can be like you trying to start a business of some sorts. And that I'm getting like food, I'm getting like painting, maybe clothing, something that, yeah, it's like you're a skillful person in this. And yeah, it may feel like it's a competitive avenue that you may go down, but it's like asking you to take all your authentic strength, your bravery, your intelligence, and that originality, right? Like, really instill that into whatever brand you're creating, because you can't go wrong with that. There's only one of you, and there is room for all of us, creatively speaking. But most importantly, there's only one of you, and you should definitely root in that, in the way you build your world around you and how you take on the world. But yeah, these are the messages that I have centered around your transformation that you're going to be going through. Yeah, I didn't really plan anything else, so I'm gonna just end the video there. Thanks for watching. Hi, pile 2. Let's see what's transforming for you. Okay, so immediately what I'm getting is, I feel like you've been placed in a lot of scenarios where you've had to really heal your relationship around forgiveness. I feel like maybe there's a part of you that has really struggled with forgiveness throughout your life, and you never really knew what that meant to you. And though I feel like you're a person who has released and been optimistic and has started over again, right? And has like, I feel like you're not one to like look for people and to like reclaim anything. Like, I feel like unless this person's confronted you and like you've tried to have a conversation of like the level of disrespect you felt. Yeah, I'm just sorry, I'm like rambling right now because I'm feeling like I'm picking up like specific scenarios, but if I have to just be general about like, what's transforming for you, give me just a moment. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're releasing, like, you're finally finding a way to release the shadowy aspect of what it may have felt like, if you felt like you never really got closure, or you haven't been really able to like forgive somebody. I feel like whatever this history is, when you reflect upon it, I feel like you're starting to have a different perspective on it. I feel like where you used to feel like a lot of weakness and a lot of like illusion and a lot of like, yeah, like, I'm just feeling like something that left you shattered and made you feel, yeah, like insecure. But it's like you're releasing that, you're recovering from that, you're no longer alienating yourself because of the level of pain that you had felt from other people. I feel like you started alienating yourself because you felt like, based off the history of like your past with people, with lovers, with family, with friendships, it was hard for you to open up. It was hard for you to want to begin to reconnect with other people. But I feel like you're starting to like no longer drown in this history that you have with people. I feel like you're starting to really heal yourself, and I feel like because you've given yourself time to really, I'm getting like on a mental level, like you really had to like, and it's okay to say this because we, you know, things change for us as we get older. Like, I know I never really had a deeper meaning with forgiveness, and I just keep feeling like that's what's a part of like this transformation, is like you're mentally shifting the way that you viewed forgiveness, the way you view forgiving yourself, or forgiving others when things may have felt unexcusable or unforgivable because you never again received closure, or this person never took accountability for the level of pain that they've inflicted on you. Like, I feel like you're finally learning to like not let those things like shatter your perspective on yourself, or how you see others, or how you see the world. I feel like you take true accountability and responsibility. Like, those people taught you what that meant. They taught you what that means. And whoever these people are, man, they're seeing you grow in a community. They're seeing your communication grow. They're seeing your resilience grow. They're seeing, yeah, that like despite all this past that you've come from, and the scars that you've received, and you know, and just like the emotions that you've endured, like I'm feeling like you've still taken one step in front of the other, and now I feel like you're starting to achieve things. I really feel like that for yourself. I know that, like, you know, achievement looks different to us all, but I feel like you've genuinely like achieved things. Like, I feel like you've, and not for any superficial reasons. I feel like you're not motivated by superficiality, but I feel like what's transforming is your level of abundance, the way that you're showing up in the world and perceived in communities with people. I feel like people really want to take a pause and listen to what you have to say because of your experience in life, because of like the things you've endured in life, and how you've manipulated that energy like a magician. Like, I feel like you've adapted to really harsh scenarios where a lot of people look at that and they, yeah, I think they'd see how that suffering could be difficult to come back from or to recover in. But again, I feel like there's something about you like that, like, yeah, you're adaptable even in the face of like harsh conditions emotionally and even maybe physically. But I'm just feeling like there's a strong will inside of you, and there's I feel like I'm speaking to a highly creative person here. Again, inspirational. I feel like whatever you had to endure, wherever you've come from, like people wouldn't even really know that based off of how you present yourself, how you carry yourself, how kind you are to others, how empathetic you can be to others. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, you have such a strong read on people. Like, that's part of your transformation too, is like people really feel like you just looking at them, like you can see where they've been and where they've come from based off of like their mannerisms, or you just being in their energy. Like, I don't know, I feel like people feel like you have a really strong emotional intelligence where you can really like see through people and understand people and hold space for people. Also, seeing what's transforming is like, yeah, the way you want to celebrate life. Like, I feel like, again, you've had a lot of bitter truths that you've had to like hear, you've had to confront, you've had to heal on your own. Like, yeah, I'm feeling like there's been a lot of strife in your life, a lot of pain. I feel like, yeah, I just feel like whatever that is though is like, that's all over now. Like, you're in this period of recovery. You've given yourself a period of recovery, and now you're stepping out of that recovery, and again, you're taking responsibility for your life and your choices, and you're making the best choices for yourself to be closer to achieve your dreams, to be closer to your dreams. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Like, I feel like with each thing that you're processing and you're healing and you're learning how to cope with, you know, like I feel like when you keep healing your triggers, like I feel like it just gives you a clearer vision on what your dream is and who you're meant to be and who you want to be and where you're meant to be. And I feel like you're, again, that also like helps you like really like, it helps you really to like observe your environment around you to be like, is this good for me, is this person good for me? And I feel like whatever that intuition is, it is so strong. Like when something, someone, someplace isn't for you, it's just very clear. Like you're getting all the signs, you are. And so keep honoring where you believe you're meant to be, what spaces you're really feeling honored in. Like keep cultivating that for yourself, because I just feel like that's gonna bring you closer to your dreams. That's gonna like bring you real love and friendships. I feel like you're gonna find your soul family. I feel like if you're not already connected to somebody, I feel like you're gonna find this unity, and it's gonna feel like all that pain and suffering that you've gone through in the past was so that it could lead you to this person who has an equally empathetic heart as you do, and as equally as I feel like the way you want to heal people, the way you want to show up for people, I feel like you're manifesting this in a future like love connection, like this individual, whoever their soul is. I just feel like they're gonna meet you on that level. They're gonna be a match with you on that level, and I think that's gonna be really comforting, because I think for a long time, due to your past and people that you found yourself connected to romantically, they were unavailable. And I feel like even friendships, like I'm telling you, like a family, I feel like there was this emotional unavailability that like really puts you in like painful positions. But again, it made you more connected to your heart space. It made you more connected to your emotional intelligence. It helped you really see your triggers and confront them and to heal them, so that you like no longer feel controlled by them. Like I'm telling you, I feel like there's a part of you that you're walking into, like when you start to reflect on your past, it will no longer have the emotional hold that it used to have on you. Like you're gonna totally view these things in such a different perspective, and such a benefiting perspective, where you're gonna like take responsibility for yourself and lift yourself up, lift your spirits up, heal yourself, take care of yourself, love yourself. Yeah, I just feel like you're stepping into this era of beauty. Like genuinely, you're gonna be exuding such a different energy, such a beauty. Like your hair is gonna be healthier, your skin, your body. And I just feel like even like not just external, like super, you know, not just external things, but I just feel like just the way you're gonna show up in a space and speak and carry yourself and connect with others, like people are gonna feel that love, that beauty, that like angelic energy like radiating off of you. Like I'm just feeling that like really strongly. Yeah, like that's what you're walking into. It's just a different space of beauty. It's like by being connected to your divine feminine, and take away gender, it's just like divine feminine energies, and connecting with that and healing that within ourselves is like we all do it. Just like we have to heal the divine masculine in ourselves. And so I'm just feeling like whoever I'm speaking to, this is your era of like healing and reconnecting with your divine feminine energy in a way that you never have before, and you're finally feeling again healed and deeply connected. And again, this past will no longer have an effect on you. It will only yeah, I feel like whatever you've been through is just a part of your story that's helped you elevate in your soul like you have. And so yeah, I just feel like whatever you're gonna do next, man, it's gonna be good stuff. It's gonna be incredible stuff. And again, I feel like I'm talking to a person who understands that things take time, and I feel like you would definitely have patience, and I feel like you're definitely being more methodical about how you're looking at your life and how you're looking at scenarios and like people, and not for a manipulative manner. It's more just coming from a power of like you get to create what's real in your life. You get to create the beauty in your life. You get to create the love in your life, and you're really going to be taking such control of that. And you're no longer going to be like you're no longer going to feel like a victim to circumstances or a victim to your environment. You're no longer going to be resonating with that identity. Again, you're going to be resonating with such a strong divine feminine energy that is like fearless, that is creative, that is loving, that is nurturing, that is beautiful, that is wise, that is caring towards humanity and self. So yes, this is what I see for my pile 2.